Hello and welcome to another combat archery episode in Skyrim Requiem. Let's go and see a little bit my skills. I've got 62 MR and 47 frost resistance. I've got my restoration and respite perk, meaning my powerful aura of healing will give me health and stamina. And I will use a near glass bow, not at all. I will use 2 gear in order to have more health and 1 gear in order to not be even touched by the frost shout of the dragon. But I'm using a Fireburst glass bow, which is pretty enough to deal with the Draugr and the skeleton. Of course, I don't do so much damage to them, but it's enough. Like you can see, I don't take any damage from the frost shout. In fact, I take damage, but my powerful aura make it disappear as soon as it appears. So yes, I'm doing a little bit less damage, but yeah. As you can see, the Fireburst explosion is pretty wide, giving me a lot of damage on all the Draugr. Yeah, I've got a little issue, and yeah, I was very afraid to be killed here. I'm not using my best bow, because the Dragon Bone bow will not allow me to move that fast, and I need to escape them. I will switch because there are not a lot of them and because the enchantment of the glass bow is gone, and I try to not do any stuff in combat. I could have used a frost potion at the start of this fight just in order to use my archer ring, but I don't like to use this kind of potion for this build. It is powerful enough to avoid using potion, avoid a lot of things. Oh, the last one. All I need is some time to swap equipment, but not in combat. Behind a pillar, it's good, especially if it's just a ring. I think I will swap my amulet here. Why? Because I need, well, I didn't count, but it's around 200 arrows and 3 minutes and a half of non-stop shooting like this. And 3 minutes and a half, it's long. He even stopped doing anything. He was tired. Oh, I can't do you any damage. Kill me. So now a very surprising part. The 2 dragon priests. And the first one, I did something I think I never did even in 3.2, where they were a lot less resistant. 1 arrow, 2 arrow. Yeah. I've got a video of this Labyrinthian done with my first archer. It was my first video ever, I think. and I did run much more. But the dragon priests were much easier at that time, and I did grow them during the fight against everybody. So I killed them before the dragon, I think. For the first one, 2 arrows. For this one, it's 14 arrows. And if I were less efficient, I am afraid that just a bit less damage will make me unable to kill them. You know, there is a very thin line between doing enough damage against someone who has got regeneration and doing just not enough, which will make you unable to kill him at the end of the day. And this is one reason of me having this min-max build. Or I can do better, I can do alteration. If you skip enchanting and use alteration, you will be much more powerful. But alteration is totally broken. And one other reason of having a very min-max build is that I really want to do Soul Cairn. And during my first Archer playthrough, I did Soul Cairn, but I've got some extract of my Soul Cairn here on video. It was tedious. It was not a fun moment, and I sneak a lot, and I was, I died a lot, especially against invisible entities, and I was tanky. It was a much more tankier build, but I will do an even more tankier build, I think, in order to go beat Soul Cairn with my restriction. Meaning I will try, and I said try, not to use a potion in combat. I think I will be a werewolf because I need this 100 health point. But I'm not sure. I did manage to go through Labyrinthian without dying. I had a CTD, unfortunately, but I didn't die. Especially because I did cheese more okay. I didn't take on video, but I did a quick save just before him, just in order to try to kill him on another way. The first try, he didn't do anything during the time I let him do whatever he wants. So I attack him, and he didn't defend himself very well. The second time, he summoned all these dragon priests, and he start to use the Magnus bow, and I get near one shot by this bow. If I wanted to fight him fair, I think I would need the Necromancer amulet in order to have enough magicka, but I'm even not sure of that. Fighting more okay, fair and square when he's got Magnus staff, will make you rely on luck. You will need to stagger him, and if you don't stagger him, you're dead. I was going to cast my armor spell and I lose all my magicka. But my best friend Kin Shout is here. I'm pretty happy because of powerful aura of healing. I don't need to use a lot my shout. It's a very powerful spell. And if you've got Respite, it became totally broken. Bestial Stew plus Respite on a powerful aura of healing means you can chain use combat reflex. You can be always under combat reflex. It's broken. Most of the time I don't need combat reflex. I did go to it just in order to fight invisible entities. Oh, I forgot to skip this one. Sorry. I was fast. As you can see, I use a lot my glass bow. But I need the heavy bow against the Dragon Priest. The glass bow don't do enough damage. I tried to kill Crosis with an ebony bow, and I was near capable of doing it. I think with a little bit more attempt, I would have killed him, but no. Not very tempered ebony bow. I think with my full tempered ebony bow, I don't know if it was an ebony bow when I show you that on video, maybe. And through Cairn, you can't come with a glass cannon build. You need more health point. You need frost resistance, magic resistance. You need this kind of stuff. So you are not able to do as much as you want in terms of damage. During my first playthrough, Wraithman needed 8 to 10 arrows to be killed, which is a lot. Yeah, I will need less if I use my Fire Burst enchantment, but it costs me a lot. That's why I will kill, sorry for them, a lot of giants. I've got a load of empty ground soul in my chest. I will giant hunt a lot, and I will came to Soul Cairn with enough gem to to be on fire burst all the time. I don't know if I will show you Dimolo Cave between Labyrinthian and Soul Cairn. It's not that interesting. Yes, there is an ebony vampire. Yes, he did kill me because I made a mistake. But ebony vampire are not that dangerous with this build. You don't want to play archery with them, they will win. At least they will one-shot you, so no, it's better to make them use their weapon against you, and you just have to stagger them to the death. It's not very difficult to do. It can be tricky if you don't have a lot of place, but even in that situation, it's not a big deal. Every endgame bosses have got a powerful advantage and weakness. And Draven Centurion are weak to Archer because they are slow. On the other hand, Dragon Priests are very hard to deal for an Archer because they are undead, they've got a lot of resistance against arrows, and they've got their regeneration. Enchanted Sphere can be difficult if you don't have the Dragonbone arrows of shock, which are game changing against the Enchanted Sphere. An Enchanted Sphere alone, you can focus on it and it's pretty doable. Unfortunately, most of the time they are not alone. Oops. This is the easy part of Labyrinthian, for an archer at least. Yeah, I don't know how this encounter work, but I think he made some dummies, because when I killed one of them, all the others died. So what would be interesting is the last room. There is 3 Dragon Priests plus the boss, which I will not activate. In fact, I will not enter the last room until I had cleaned everything. Was surprised. I was thinking about something else, and I didn't notice that it was coming.
Just another minute, please. Come on, we can't stop now. We have to keep moving.
Where's Evelyn? She was right behind me.
Dead. Something grabbed me from behind.
Okay. I did forget that this part was so easy. One shot kill of everybody. Yeah, kill the mage skeleton first. They can summon Frost Astronaut and these are pretty tanky Astronaut. The bag of holding, don't miss it. I am cheating with carry weight on this playthrough using at the start of the playthrough 75 bandolier and now 100 bandolier. Like I said, as an archer you will spend a lot of time in order to have steel, because you need steel with silver with firewood in order to make your arrows, silver arrows, and you will use a lot of them. You will need to mine a lot of ore in order to have all you need. And having a very low carry weight is not that cool. You need to do so much back and forward trip just in order to clean out what you need to clean out. I did it. I know that I can do it. I will not do it again because right here, right now, I am playing immersive role-playing game, but with an action RPG in mind, because I want to test my build. I've got only 3 builds up to the hand: the mage, pure archer, and a sword and board build in Requiem. This is my second pure archer build. This one has been built in order to beat Sulcairn. So yes, it is min-max. But I can tell you that Sulcairn as an archer is not easy. I did try some stuff in Sulcairn with this build, and I've got some issue with my detect aura spell. It's not working all the time. I was attacked by an invisible entities while I have my spell up. And I did cast the spell just 15 seconds before. And I've got some issue in order to aim correctly to the red aura of the spell. I am considering using visible entities mod Thanatos displayed it in his Ranger playthrough. And as I will use my Detectora spell every 2 minutes, I think, I've got a bug. I don't have the display time of this spell in my magic part, where you are supposed to see the duration of each of your spell. It didn't show up, I don't know why. So just in order to be sure, I will cast it a lot every time I've got time to do that. But for the sake of good aiming, I think I will need visible entities. So, guys, it's time. We are just before the last room. It's now the moment of truth. The first one was the first room, obviously, but powerful aura of healing and respite, and I did have 92 92% frost resistance and 62 magic resistance at that time. If you are able to run, the dragon will not do any damage to you through his frost spell. I did try it without my ring of frost resistance. It was perfectly doable, but yeah, it was a lot more dangerous. I did survive, but it was not very beautiful to display. Yeah, I was not very happy of the video, so I restart Labyrinthian, and I said, hey, let's try to be frost totally protected.
What did we do? Stay there and die with her? She refused to go on. We didn't have
And the result was quite good. Yes, I did run a lot, but in this place you need to run. My circle of protection was not very useful. The only place I thought to use it was here, in order to make the Draugr back off. But after a moment of preparation, planning my tactics, I said no, they will run away and the dragon priest will come at me, and I will not have time to deal with the dragon priest and the Draugr. So I need to kill most of the Draugr before fighting the dragon priest, and for that I need them not to run away. And I was assuming that Circle of Protection will not work against Dragon Priest. No more fire bursts. Need to switch to my silver arrows of fire. Let's go. You're alone. You're not alone. You are two. Okay. You are three. Crap. And two of them totally shield themselves against my shot, but one of them didn't, and one down. Now I've got two of them. I've got a bit of cover. they stick together, meaning it's only 25 fire explosion damage, but when they are stick together, the two of them will take the damage. I don't know if it's useful. Ooh! Are you gonna die? I was asking myself, or I don't even know if I am starting to make some damage on him, and he died. Yes. Thank you. Whew. So I let you imagine this part with a less efficient bow. I don't know if it's even possible. And as I didn't die one time, I was pretty nervous because I don't use any hardcore mode for saving, or no, dead is dead. Obviously, I don't like to play with this kind of mode. I like to take some risk and to have some big restriction. And no in-combat potion is a big restriction, especially when you want to survive each encounter. I decided to go straight forward and to kill him as fast as possible. I did play with him during my first playthrough, and I know that the staff of Magnus will rip me apart. So let's kill him fast. 4 arrows. It's good. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was Labyrinthian. Next video will be Soulcairn, I think. Enjoy the best end quest ever. It feels always so good. Yeah, nothing personal, guy. See you next video.